Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Royal High in the year 2025. I have previously recorded this video, and while editing I realized that it was very difficult for me. I had over 5 hours of footage that I needed to go through. And it just became a daunting task, so I figured I would just re-record it, especially since a lot of the information was outdated. So they recently updated it, and we will be going over everything today. Alright, so when you first join Royal High, you will see this UI here. And we will go over all of that. First, you have the Roblox UI in the left-hand corner. And then you have the time and the, whether it's daytime or nighttime. You have the current activity, or what is currently being active right now. So we're at good night because it is 5 in the morning, but that will change once we get ready for school. And we have the schedule at the right hand side with the little bell icon. If you don't want to go to the activities for the day, you can hit this and it will say weekend. Creative mode is where classes aren't active, and you can decorate, make outfits, or roleplay as long as you want. Switch now, and you can switch back anytime. And then we can actually go there, so we don't keep getting bothered by the pop-ups for school. Alright, and then if you click it, it will teleport you to the new roleplay area. So, and then it'll say start school, and then you can go back there. To the right hand side, we have the music icon, which I have mine usually off because I will usually listen to my own music or do something in the background. So, but if you want to turn that off, you can just click on the right hand side. Next to the music icon, we have the megaphone that shows you what everything has been updated recently. So as of June, they have updated it quite a bit, which is awesome. When I first did my last video, it was on April 26th, so they had quite a few new updates, which is great. And next to that is the settings icon, which you have different things you can look over if you want shadows on or off. It may help with lag. And then if you actually notice that my screen is a little darker than yours, it's because I have dark mode on. So this is what you'll probably see, but my eyes are pretty sensitive, so I like to have that on just to help with the brightness. And then you can also turn on the lighting effects. So we have Haunted Castle, Tropical Paradise, Black and White if you wanted to play the game like this. And then I will go back to default. And then next to the settings wheel is our Royal High student handbook, just the terms of service or the rules not to break them or anything like that. And at the bottom we have the strut and run button if you wanted to run or walk, which you can also, if you're on PC, toggle it with shift key. You see how I'm toggling it. And then next to that is our animations button, which you can toggle through and do different poses. You have the favorites icon on the left hand side, which if you select something that you like, you don't have to search for it all the time. You can just go up at the top and hit my favorites, and it will be in that drop down menu. And then we have idle. If you liked let me go into light. If you liked a animation and you wanted it as your idle, you can select a few of them actually. Take that off. And then when you stop walking, it will cycle through different idle animations, which is really cute. I think it's really cool that they did that. And then the hotkey bar at the right hand side is if you wanted to have this animation toggle to a hotkey. So if I did, let's say, number 1, then every time I hit 1, I would toggle that animation. Let me get rid of that. And then this is all the pose names. And then this is the speed. So if we go at the top and go through different dances, let's say. So now I'm doing Rockaway. There we go. And if I toggle the speed, see now I'm going slow. And then I can speed it up. And then put it back to normal. And then you can also change your different walk packs. So I have stylish on right now. But if you want a different one, maybe just the default walk pack or Maria, they will change everything. Your swimming animations, your running animations, your jumping, all that stuff. So pretty cool. That was everything for the animations. Next, we have the backpack icon, which is your inventory. This is everything that you've interacted with or purchased in game, in the world of Royale High. And this is actually where your dorm key will go as well. So now I have laundry basket and dorm key. And if I toggle a few of these, and you see that the dorm key is no longer in my hotbar, it cycles out through the newest first, and then the oldest gets cycled out back into your backpack. So if you're ever confused on where your dorm key is, just select the backpack icon and scroll through and you will find it, and just select it to open that back up. And so that was everything for the bottom hotbar. Next, on the right hand side, we have your roleplay name, your profile picture, your phone, diary powers, how many diamonds you have, how much cloud cash you have, what your level is, and how full the level meter is. Then you have the locker, dorm, world, dress up, shop, and your hunger, and hygiene and sleep bar at the bottom. So, if you wanted to change your name, you can just select that and change it whatever you would like. If you want to change your profile picture, you can come here and change any profile picture to something else. They do have a few already in there for you to quickly select. And if you bought the decal icon Game Pass, you would be able to change to a custom icon like I did here. And you can see when people are moving, that's what they will see from far away if they have these icons turned on in their settings. So that was that. Then below is your phone, where you can actually talk to your Roblox friends if they decide to join Royale High. So if I were to hit the message button, and then you can message your Roblox friends. And if you want to send an emoji, you can hit the little emoji buttons at the bottom, or you can just type a message here and then send it. And then if you hit the home button, it will bring you back to the main area. The Z icons are because they are currently offline for me, but if they were in game, it would show you where they are. And then if you want to visit their apartments, if they have open access to you, you would be able to join their apartments from this button as well. And you can change the color of your phone with this middle icon here. And you can change it to whatever you'd like. And then at the bottom, you have the flashlight button, which you will be able to see that it is on with the little light shining through. And you can actually use it in game, which is really really useful. Sometimes it gets a little dark, so it's good to use this. And then let me bring that back up. And then to turn it off, you can just turn it off, and then you will see that it is no longer showing. All right, and then next to that is the phone call button, where you can call Pizza Palace, but this currently only works in the apartments. It does not work in Campus 4, so we won't mess with that too much. And then if you wanted to close the phone, you can hit either the power button or the X button. And before I do that, if you wanted to move the phone to the side, you can also hit these buttons at the top to move your phone. So super helpful. Let's close the phone. Next, we have the diary, which can be pretty beefy in itself. Let's see here. So this is what it will look like if you don't have the stickers pack. It will just be a plain diary. And then you will be able to add friends here with this button. You'll be able to see what somebody's wearing with this button. And you will be able to trade with other players with this button. And below that is how many likes somebody has on their diary. And it will show you kind of your detail information down here. And this is public, so everybody will be able to see this when they click on your diary. So I'm currently level 472, and then I first joined in 2018. And my total class time for playtime is 6 days and 6 hours. And if you hit diary, it will bring you to the next page. And you will be able to see all of your achievements here on this page. And then this is your creative area. This may be blank for you if you're first time joining. And then if you wanted to actually edit any of this, you will just hit decorate diary on the left hand side. And you can hit write, and you can put information on prompts. If you just click and drag, you see how it kind of pops in there. You would be able to drag that in there. They have a lot of stuff. You can make it really personalized, so super cute. And then if you wanted to change your profile picture here, you would be also able to change it here as well. If you wanted to paint your notebook, you would be able to with this, and you can customize it however you would like. Sticker packs are if you have the sticker pack Game Pass, you'll be able to add stickers to your diary. I think it's really cute. And they are constantly adding more. And then once you do purchase the Game Pass, you do have access to all of these sticker packs. If you wanted a new fresh notebook, you would be able to hit this. And then you can actually choose if you wanted to just wipe the questions and answers out of your notebook, your profile picture, your stickers, or everything. You'd be able to do that. And then if you wanted to switch notebooks. So right now I'm currently on this one. I had a different one and deleted it, so that's why it's on the second slot instead of the first. But you can have multiple different themes or characters if you wanted to. Keep track of that. You can save, load, rename a notebook, or delete a notebook as well. All right. And if you turn the page, you have some more creative freedom here to put whatever prompts you want in your notebook. And then now we are on the planner. So this is where you will have your quests to complete for experience to raise your levels quicker. And then so it will say what the name of the quest is, how much experience you'll get from completing it, how much time you have before it gets reset, and a little description about that. So pretty nice. And starting off, you'll only have this first one, I believe. You'll be able to unlock the other ones later down. on the sparkly star achievements. And on the right hand side is our self-care needs. This just shows your stats for your hunger, hygiene, and energy. If you hit the next page, you have your daily schedule. This just shows what you have available in the world. So right now I can play Tidy Textbooks. My Dream Fountain is ready. My Student Portal login is currently paused, so I don't have a timer, but if you don't have vacation mode on, it will have typically a 24-hour timer before you are able to log in and get the next daily login. And then the Royale High wheel is also ready, and it kind of gives you a location on where all of them are. And I will place a map as well. If you use these teleports, it will teleport you to a different, I believe it's Campus 3. So if you want to do that, it could be pretty helpful. But if you want to stay on Campus 4, I can show you on the map where everything is too. And you really only need to know where the fountain is and the wheel is. The textbooks will be in your locker, and then the login will happen automatically when you join the game. Next, we have the Sparkly Star Achievements, which is what you have unlocked and what you have yet to unlock for your levels. So this is a good guide if you wanted to see what you will be getting on your next level. So it looks like the next thing that I will unlock is the furniture resizer. I have 3 levels to go, and I need to be level 475 to unlock the furniture resizer. The difference with this is it may be different for you, but I think I played this before they implemented this. So with this, it says 450 levels versus level 475. So for this, I needed to be level 475. But for this, I need to gain 450 levels, if that makes sense. So my leveling doesn't necessarily line up with 450. I'll probably be like 460 something when I get that unlocked. So just something to keep in mind if you're seeing that it's not lining up, that could be why. And then you can also unlock them with diamonds, but I don't recommend that because playing the game, you'll be able to level up pretty quickly. It is a super fun game and they're constantly updating it. So I don't recommend using your diamonds. Save it for something else like a cute skirt or some heels or something like that. All right, and then next we can turn the page, and this is just showing your stats for the game. It has lots of different stats that you are welcome to go through and see for yourself. And if you hit next, this is my private journal. This portion is a public section to free write, keep out secrets where inside or beware. Sorry. So this part right here is public, but if you turn the page, this will be all private, and this is something you will unlock with your Sparkly Star achievement as well, which I recently unlocked this and I'm super excited because I think this is so cute. You can use it as a personal reminder for in real life stuff or something just fun for your end game that you would like. And then this is some more journaling. Let me see. It says you can put the title and date here. And then it says all your writing saves, completely private, decorate with stickers, 100 pages, 500 characters each, paste or compose your own songs for the piano. And then on this side it says daily journaling can help improve your memory, think through problems, and come to illuminating solutions, relieve stress, and allow for self-reflection to get to know yourself better and improve. You can write about your today's achievements, write about what happened today, or write about what you are thankful for. Or you could write about a special, fun, or crazy event or events you never want to forget. So this is pretty much another creative freedom area for you, and this is private. So, and there's 100 pages as well. So that is the notebook, and I don't want to save. All right, so that was the diary. Next is our powers, which you might not have, and I can show you where to get those. On the right hand side, it shows you who in the server is under which power or kingdom. So right now I am under the Dark Kingdom, but if I turn to water, I would turn, there I am again, and it's pretty cute. And then if you don't have your powers discovered yet, it will just show that. So that's your powers, and then your diamonds, your cloud cache, which is your daily login. You can have vacation mode, which pauses your timer like I have. And then on the right hand side is the reward shop, which you can purchase things to use with your cloud cache. So I'm saving up for that set because I think it's pretty cute. And then it'll show you your streak and how much and all that. All right. So that was that. And then this is your level star. The more XP you get, the fuller the star will be. And then once the star is completely full is when you will get to the next level. So if you click this, it says level up stars, collect gold stars by accomplishing quests on your diary. And then you can choose to get more diamonds, which I have both of these already. Or you can be an honor roll. I highly recommend getting the diamond game passes. If you have the Robux, it gives you more diamonds per level, so I think that's pretty nice, especially if you want to decorate and buy things. I think it helps a lot. So next is our locker. If you click locker, it will bring you to the locker area, and to get a locker, just walk up to an empty one, and you may be prompted to put in a code. I will put in my code. And make sure that you remember what your code is, because you will need to use it every time you get into your locker. So that is the locker button. All right. So that's the locker. And then every time you hit the locker, it will bring you right to your locker. When you open your locker, you will see a little menu here where you can hit decorate locker, door decors, where you can change the actual door here, and you can buy different doors as well. Pretty cute. And clean door will actually just remove the silver door from the door. And then the locker game is where you can play a fun little mini game in your locker. It's kind of just like stack, and you try to get the highest level possible without missing any. And then you can actually get some XP from that as well. And if you hit decorate locker, you get another menu on the right hand side. It says decorate locker, switch lockers, or paint door. Decorate locker is where you're actually able to add books and different things to your locker. And then this is actually a AFK checker. So when this pops up, you'll want to match the card to this. It'll also show the different attempts that you have. If you end up losing all your attempts, you will be kicked from the game, I believe. So just match it with that, and then you can get some cool diamonds from that as well. So you will need all your books that you need for your classes. You will need to put actually in your locker. So let me just put this away. All right. So if you hit decorate locker, And there's two tabs at the top. There's shopping and inventory. If you hit inventory, you will have some locker books already in your inventory that you can put in your locker, as well as the locker shelf. And to actually add something to your locker, you want to click and drag, and then you can actually add it to your locker. There we go. A little hard to see because it's nighttime, but then it will pop up in your locker and it will say you have 0 out of 1. And then for the inventory, it shows a picture of what the item is and what the name of the item is. And then it shows you how much diamonds it is and if it's for sale or if there's like a limited time for some things. So these items have 76 days before they become off sale until next year. And let's see here. And then when you do add that into your locker, you do get a little remote here where you can actually customize and precise movements of the item if you would like. So the remote, it shows what the item currently selected is. And then this is the undo and then redo button. All right, and then if you hit backwards, it'll move backwards or forwards, right or left, and you see how it's moving there. You can also turn it, which is kind of hard to see because it's kind of circular, so you can't really see it turning, but you can turn it, or you can tilt it a certain way if you want to maybe have it look like it's leaning up against the locker door. You could do that, and then you can tilt it forward or backward. And if you want to move it up, you can do that, or down. And if you want to put it back into your inventory, you can hit the little box here and it will ask you if you want to put this back in your inventory. You can hit yes or no. Or if you don't want to see this message again in the session, you can also click that. So every time you hit that, it won't keep asking you. If you want to paint it a different color, you can do that as well. So right now we're changing the color of the quivers. There we go. Of the quiver, sorry. And then the arrow feathers, if you want to do that, or the arrows a different color as well. And for the moving of the forward and backward, right or left, this is based on where your camera is actually located. So if I turn this way, I'm trying to see like what would be a better. Let's do the star. So if I turn my camera this way, when I move it forward is that way from the camera and backward from the camera. But if I turn it this way, hopefully you guys can see that. I know it's kind of a lot. So now that if I hit forward, it will move into the locker door because it is now forward from the camera, and backward from the camera will be backward, if that makes sense. So something to keep in mind when you are decorating and you're wondering why they're not moving exactly how you would like it to, just that could be why. And let's see here. And then if you hit the shopping, you can also shop for different things in the store to use in your locker. If you buy something from the locker shop, you'll be able to use it in your dorm as well as the sleepover tower. So it's all one shop. And if you want to buy it, and you can also try it, go through the different swatches, and you can also hit the different swatches here in the transform button, and it will show you a little menu where you can also do different custom colors or textures and see the item that way as well, which is cool. And you can decide to buy it, or you can just exit, and then it will ask you if you want to buy it. I don't want to buy it. On the left hand side is the little sub categories. If you wanted maybe a bed, I have had some players ask me how to buy a bed. You would hit shopping, and then you will hit beds, blankets, and more, you wanted bed bases, this is where you would buy a bed. And then again, you can try it, buy it. Let's see here. And then just exit that out. Switching lockers would be if you had different locker swatches, which they don't currently have, but they may in the future have something to keep a lookout for. And then painting the door, you can also paint the door and locker walls, which is unlocked in the Sparkly Star achievements. And that's how you get the custom lockers. That was the locker button. Now if you hit dorm, it will teleport you to a random dorm. There are two sides of dorms in Royale High. There is the sunrise dorm and the sunset dorm. It doesn't matter what side, it's just personal preference if you have one. Otherwise you can just select a random one. If you go up to the door, you can hit claim dorm. And you may not have anything in your dorm at this moment. If you wanted to add stuff, you would hit the decorate button. It might look like this as well, with the little hard hat. And then this is where you can buy furniture, again with the bed. Make sure you're in shopping and hit the bed. And then you can buy different stuff. And then if you were to lose something, say you wanted to, let me go. Okay, say you weren't sure where you placed that quiver. It didn't just pop up where you needed it to. If you hit the lost and found furniture button, it will show you everything that you have currently in your room. And so right now I have the quiver arrows archery class. I hit that. Actually, sometimes this remote may not even pop up. So if you know what the name is, so I know it was the quiver arrows, it should pop this up. And you can hit that back inventory button and it will be placed back into your inventory where you can replace it and then move it that way. So notice how it was also green. That's because that's currently what is selected as well. So let me put that away. And some things in the shop are seasonal. So some things you won't be able to buy. So this one says exclusive. So you're not able to buy it. I believe you get this in the wheel. Let's see, the flowering. So this says March 1st, 2026. This is when the cherry blossom tree will be back on sale. And I think a few of these I got a few years ago. I'm not too sure. I think I got this on the wheel. I'm not too sure. So just keep in mind that some things are seasonal. So if you're not able to buy it, that could be why. And if you want to switch rooms, same thing with the locker. They don't currently have different room types, but they may in the future. And then construction is where you can actually customize the different ceiling, wall, floor, all that stuff to make it really customized. That was the dorm. And then if you hit the world button, it will bring you to the world map. And you can kind of go to different areas if you want. So all of these are the Campus 3 areas. Campus 4, you don't need to really teleport anywhere. There's the bathing quarters on this. There's everything that you need. Campus 4 has already in the server, if that makes sense. AFK realm, if you're end up being AFK, and if you hit the Royale world, I hope I'm saying that right. There's even more. So apartments is where you can visit each other's apartments, order from the phone, the pizza phone, pizza palace, in your apartments. You can go to the first Royale High school or Royale High 2. or just kind of explore around. You hit Royale High 3, you'll be brought back to this map. So that is the world. And then if you dress up, this is where you can actually customize your character. If you hit show all, this will show everything that you have currently in Royale High. But if you hit wearing, this will only show what you're currently wearing. Some of these are great because this is what my actual avatar, my Roblox avatar, is wearing. So it has a grayed out. If I wanted to put it on, I can just click that. And then you want different wings, you can put on different wings. You wanted skirts, this will be where your skirts are. Shoes, your shoes will be here. Or heels, I should say. Well, not all heels, but shoes. Mermaid tails, they currently removed. They were reworking it. Hopefully they bring that back soon because I love being mermaid. This is where your mermaid tails will be. And then this is all the accessories that you will have. All your accessories are here. You have outfits. They will pop up here. And right now it says all outfits. So this is something that they recently updated. You can customize your outfits. It says design cute outfits for each occasion in the weekend mode, which we are currently. And you're able to have a cute beach outfits. You do get extra experience for dressing up in theme. I know for the breakfast fashion show, there's typically a theme. And then for the swim fashion show, there's also a theme. So this is where you can put all of those themes and get some extra experience. And up here are little like subcategories. So if you wanted arms, hands, and bags, you click that. This will pop up stuff for your arms, hands, and bags. And if you go to like your wings, you want green wings, it will show you some green wings. Pretty helpful because this can be a little daunting, I feel like, but after you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple. And then after on the left hand side, we have the right hand side where if you hit hairstyle, you can change your hairstyle here. The hair colors on one side. You hit bangs, it'll bring you to bangs. You don't want bangs anymore, so my character does have bangs currently. You just hit that and it will remove the bangs. Or you can put some random ones on. And it's not just bangs, there's also like back pieces that they add. And to get back to the regular hairstyle menu, you can hit feminine hairstyles or masculine, whatever one you would like. If you want only down hairstyles, you can put that on. And every time a hairstyle has accessories that you can customize, it will always bring up this little paint menu so you can customize the little accessories with the hairstyle as well. And then if you have the game pass for more hair colors, you can also go here and change the hair color that way. All right, and then next is the outfit. If you don't have any customized body morphs and you only have like the Roblox body morphs, you can come here and add different outfits. So if you hit outfit, this will be more like everyday outfits or formal outfits. And you hit swim, this will show your swimwear, sleep, PJs, and then your active wear as well. If you want only white active wear, it'll show you white actives. So I have a customized body morph for Royale High, so it does not pop up for me. But it will for you if you have the Roblox morphs. I think that was it for the outfits. You can change the season and style as well. And then if you hit face, this is where you can actually put on makeup, different makeup and stuff. Very cute. feminine or masculine. I'll also show you that makeup. If you have the custom eyes, you can actually go through and get a customized face. This is a game pass. And then you can change your skin color, or you can remove the makeup and it will bring you back to your Roblox face. After face will be body. So this, the animations, you can get through the animation button at the bottom of your UI. Skin tone, you can just change it in the face. Magical settings don't really work, but if you want to switch a different body type, you can do that. And after body, we have the profile, which brings you back to the notebook. So it would bring you back here, and then your crown. I don't know, you guys aren't able to get these anymore, but this was like a old campus thing where you had to roll for your crowns and your diamonds, and you could create a custom crown like that. But that is outdated as well, so you don't really need to mess with that much. If you go shopping, it will bring you to the actual shopping area. It will show you what sets are new that you can purchase in Target or different stores like that. If you hit home, it will bring you can hit wings, and then you can purchase different wings if you would like. These are so pretty, and you can try them on as well. I think if you hit the try on button, so pretty. And then you can hit exit. You can get different skirts here. So the skirts are kind of, the store is kind of like the dorm store, where some things are seasonal. So this has 76 days before it goes off sale until next year. And then some things are legacy or not for sale anymore. And then you can customize it that way. If you wanted like a fair length skirt. If it doesn't have like a timer on it, it typically is available year round. And then shoes are what will change your actual shoes, your actual legs of your character. So, and you can try these on as well. So these actually change it back to my Roblox character legs. But yeah, definitely recommend trying out a lot of this stuff. See what you like. So this little icon means that you need candy around Halloween time, or I guess August 31st to November 1st. And then this is your cloud cash that you get for your daily logins. And then the diamonds are just normal diamonds. And then if you hit the accessories, you can scroll through and find different stuff with that and go through different filters if you wanted something specific. And then if you hit buy diamonds, it will bring up the diamond shop. You don't have to buy diamonds. You also get diamonds through leveling up or going to class as well. Yeah, Game Pass shop, it will bring you to Game Pass shop where you can purchase different things. I said earlier, but I definitely recommend getting these diamond game passes. It helps you get a lot of diamonds quickly. So if you want to like save up for something or buy a cute set, I definitely recommend these two. The other ones are pretty fun if you wanted some different stuff for your character, but I definitely recommend the diamonds for sure. And then get out of there. And then that was the end of the outfits. And you can also change your roleplay name here at the top. Close that. And then shop will also bring you to the shop area too. So that's it for the shop. And that's it for the UI, I think, too. If you were to go to class, you will automatically be teleported to the class that's active. And learning new classes is definitely a learning curve, but it's pretty fun. Getting to play these mini games. At the top here, it'll show you what the current active or activity is. It'll give you a description here and how much longer until the class is over. If you hit the little time, it'll show you actually the whole schedule for the day. So, so there's a fashion show here, and then there's a fashion show there. So now we are at flight class, and I'll tell you how many seconds before the next class or activity is. Put that on for some ambiance. And see how I got 48 diamonds for just wearing my wings to flight class. So pretty nice that they're giving you a lot of diamonds. All right, and then after a class, you will see the report card, which will pop up, and then it will show everybody's grade for that class. And if you wanted to know how to get your powers, I can actually show you. So it will be up in the library, past the front desk, and then go up to the left here, where it says Destiny Chamber, Astral Lookout. You want to go in there. It will teleport you to the area. You want to get powers, teleport to the Enchanterverse, or you can take the personality quiz. Just a heads up though, the results of the personality quiz, you will have to take that power until you unlock another book. So if there's a power that you want, say you want light power specifically, I'd recommend just going to the Enchanterverse to actually get that power. Because sometimes if you get the nature on the personality quiz, you'll have that nature power until you unlock the next book. But I think that was everything. I hope you found this video helpful. I do apologize. It was a little rushed, but I tried to condense it as small as I could because the first video I did was like 5 hours long. So I wanted to definitely condense it down a lot more. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll try to answer them. I'm not a Royale High expert in any means. I just love this game. I loved it back in 2018. And so with the updates that they've been doing recently, it's brought me back to this beautiful game. I love this new campus. I love the new updates that they're doing, and I'm excited to see where they're going to take it. So and if there's something else that you may have a question about, or if you need a video about regarding this new campus, just let me know, and I'm definitely open to creating another video too. Alright, well, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and take care. Bye!